So you want to pass the DELF B2, the big one. It gets you into French universities, and since January 2026, you need a B2 certificate to apply for French citizenship. It's a serious exam, but it's absolutely passable. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly what the DELF B2 is, how it's scored, what each part really tests, and my 10 best tips to pass it. On y va! The DELF B2 proves you're an upper intermediate independent French speaker, not a native, not a perfectionist, someone who can understand complex ideas and, most importantly, argue and defend an opinion. That ability to justify, nuance, and respond is what separates B2 from B1. It's an official state diploma, and the best part is that once you pass, it's valid for life. You never retake it. Now, the scoring, because this is where people get burned. There are 4 parts, each worth 25 points for a total of 100. You need 50 to pass. But here's the trap you must remember. If you score below 5 out of 25 in any single part, you fail the entire exam, even if your total is above 50. One candidate scored 66 overall and still failed because their speaking was under 5. That's why you cannot ignore your weakest skill. The exam has 4 épreuves. First, listening, about 30 minutes. You'll hear a longer audio, often like a radio debate or interview, plus a shorter news piece. Second, reading, 1 hour, with 2 texts, usually from the press. Under the newer format, listening and reading are now multiple choice, which saves time and reduces writing stress. Third, writing, 1 hour. You produce an argumentative text of around 250 words where you take a clear position and defend it. And fourth, speaking. You get about 30 minutes to prepare, then around 20 minutes with 2 examiners, presenting a point of view and debating it. One important rule: no dictionary is allowed in any part. So how do you prepare smartly? Here are 10 tips that actually matter. First, train all 4 skills and give extra attention to your weakest one. That's the section that causes failures. Second, read the French press daily. Le Monde, France Info, Courrier International. This builds reading speed, argument structure, and the kind of nuanced vocabulary B2 expects. Third, master connecteurs logiques like d'une part, d'autre part, par conséquent, néanmoins. They make your ideas clear, and examiners reward clarity. Fourth, in the essay, aim for about 250 words and follow a simple structure: introduction with your opinion, 2 or 3 arguments with examples, and a conclusion. Pick a side. Sitting on the fence usually leads to vague writing. Fifth, for the listening, read the questions before the audio starts, then annotate as you listen. You're not trying to understand everything, just what's relevant. Sixth, for the oral exam, use your prep time to build a clear plan and anticipate counter-arguments. The examiner will push back on purpose. That's the debate. Seventh, your accent is not penalized. What is penalized is being hard to understand. So focus on speaking clearly and steadily, not sounding perfectly French. Eighth, build a toolkit of opinion phrases like je pense que, à mon avis, je suis convaincu que, on pourrait objecter que. These phrases keep you moving when your brain freezes. Ninth, do full mock exams under real timed conditions. DELF B2 is as much about time management as it is about French. 10th, revise vocabulary by theme: environment, society, work, technology, education, because these topics come back again and again. And one last piece of strategy: don't aim for 50. Aim for 70 so one weaker section can't sink you. The DELF B2 isn't about being perfect. It's about sounding confident, organized, and clear, even when you're not.